You open TikTok. You don't like the TikTok you see. You scroll. Watch 10 seconds of the next one. Scroll again. That cycle repeats itself again and again and again and again, and then you've wasted 3 hours on TikTok and watched too many videos. Your teacher tells you to write a paper, but instead of actually writing it, you put a prompt into ChatGPT. Thank God I've never decided to do that in my life. I refuse to regress. I learned how to write a paper in 3rd grade. I'm not letting a robot write it for me. And that's not to be a little holier than thou thing, it's just seriously guys, come on. I'm not even going to get into how I feel about AI as a whole. All I'm saying is don't let AI replace your real I. That's a bar for today. We expect making a friend to be as easy as following somebody on Instagram. We expect getting work done to be as simple as typing in a prompt to an AI source. We expect reading a book to be as easy as watching a 15-second TikTok. And while all of these things have been integrated into our real life, it's still not reality. There's a certain depth that you can only get from doing things in the real world that cannot happen on the internet. Talking to a friend face-to-face can never replace a DM. It really can't even replace a FaceTime call. Watching a 2-hour-long movie cannot be replaced by a 15-second TikTok. I'm not here to say that short-form video is bad or even the way technology is headed is inherently wrong, but I am saying I think the consumers need to be using a whole lot more caution than we already do. It kind of makes sense why a lot of people in Gen Z struggle with making friends in real life, especially after COVID, where we were all cooped up inside and all you had was the internet. That's all a lot of people know how to use anymore. In a culture that sometimes revolves around the digital world instead of the digital world revolving around it, there's a lot of room for us to regress socially, intelligently, in our skills. There's also so many more distractions. Instead of getting up in the morning and going on a walk, going to socialize around your college campus, going to call your friends and family, it's much easier to just turn off your brain and scroll for an hour on TikTok. I have so many things that bring us instant gratification lately, but that doesn't mean that it's actually good for us. Sure, you may feel happier, sure it may even make you feel relaxed, but seriously, how's that going for you? At the end of the day, you could be getting so much more done if you just limit yourself a little bit. I'm not saying quit TikTok, I'm not saying quit Instagram. I mean, you could. That would probably be great. It's a nice way to stay in contact with people you just met. Sometimes it's nice to scroll a little bit. Everything has a time and a place. You ever have a conversation with someone who you're trying to talk to and they're just on their phone scrolling reels and you're actually not getting through to them? And I get it, you could totally become distracted by a lot of other things, but those other things aren't as easy. They're probably better forms of distraction. Not that any distraction's good. You see what I'm saying? A lot of promotional content totally rides off of this expectation of instant gratification that a lot of us have. For skincare products being advertised, you see these kind of get-rich-quick things going on, things that promise to fix your skin so soon. Even creators that really play into this, and I'm not saying that their testimonials aren't true, but people really emphasize on short time frames of skin getting better. I see that in skincare. Quickly isn't always the best way. You can tell when something has been made quickly. Any good book you've read, seriously good book you've read, has been revised for a year, 2 years, 3 years, however many years. Movies sometimes take a decade to make. Good things come to those who wait and work hard in the waiting. A lot of people's content now also tries to teach people how their content can get a lot of views quickly. That's actually been a lot of people's main goal on TikTok is, oh, post this, you'll go viral. Do this trick, you're gonna go viral. You're gonna get 300,000 views. Sometimes if you are making bad videos, they're not going to get views lickety-split like that. Sometimes you're going to have to experiment with different kinds of content within reason. In certain cases, you're going to have to try different niches of content. Not everything is going to appear in your lap just like that because you wanted it. There are certain things that you have to work hard. Social media, advertising, ourselves, all these things play into how our society is continually being primed and continually caters to us consumers and sometimes producers who want instant gratification and to want everything like that. It also doesn't help that we're constantly seeing people that sometimes are in more improved states than us on social media. You'll see a person on TikTok who's totally jacked, has all the muscles, posing, and everyone just wants to look like that. Constantly having people to compare yourself to also makes you feel a deeper need for instant gratification. It makes you want to get to a certain point quicker. If you're stuck in a cycle of comparison, it's going to make you want to get to a certain point quicker, to become a certain person quicker. Comparison is not good, and a lot of times the people that you are comparing yourself to, I've said it before, are lying, they are editing, there are so many cases of this. Even how our mail comes, you can order something on Amazon Prime and it can come in the same day in a couple hours. We get things really easily, we get what we want really easily. You get your package 2 hours after you ordered it, you get your likes and your comments. It all feels great. Not to mention when you're hooked on things like TikTok or constantly ordering things on Amazon Prime that you don't really need, getting a certain amount of likes or comments on these videos that you're posting. When you get hooked on all of these things when they're not there, what are you gonna do? You can't idolize these temporary things that are greatly out of your control. Personally, this is why I try to put God first, then my family, and then others, and then me, because I feel like if I am just putting all my energy into, oh, I really hope this video gets this amount of views, I really hope that my TikTok goes viral again, you can't control that. It's okay to try, it's okay to want things, but you still have to work hard. You still have to work hard for your success. I really hope that a doctor you would have isn't someone that instantly became a doctor, right? In the same way, if you want to become an expert at something, you gotta work hard, you gotta try hard, but don't idolize your craft by any means, and don't idolize the numbers. That's really scary. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just a quick little check-in video, quick little rant for you guys. Peace, love, stay joyful. Jed Juan out.